A lot of tempo is sequence. Step right, you're loading right, 3-part process. Just have a second at the top. I don't want to rush it down. Move your foot right, load, hit the shot. There it is. All right, guys, welcome back to the TaylorMade YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about tempo. And tempo is a funny thing. It comes easy for some people, but there's definitely some things you can work on in your swing to have better tempo. And I don't really think there's a world where better tempo is going to hurt your golf swing. First thing that I worked on as a kid that I think really helped my tempo was a drill that we used to do. And I would start with my feet together. And my first move would be to move my foot right, load, and then complete my golf swing. So you'd start with your feet together, move your foot right, load, hit the shot. And I feel like this feeling of learning to move into your right, shift into your left, and open up, that 3-part process will really help your tempo. So you can hit some shots doing it. It's not an easy drill, but I'll try hitting one here. So I start with my feet together. So my ball position would be here. I remember doing this. I haven't done it in a while. But this always really helped my sequence. And I feel like a lot of tempo is sequence. And what your sequence is. And if it's too fast and it's out of sync, it's not going to look good. So feet together. Move right. Move left. And swing. That was actually a really good shot. But that really forces you to make sure that when you step right, you're loading right, and on your downswing, you're making sure you're getting to your left side and then opening up. 3-part process. The next thing I want to talk about is the main feeling I have in my golf swing. And especially if I start really hitting it all over the place, this has always helped me, this swing thought. And it's making sure when I get over the ball, and I believe that this really does feed into tempo. When I get over the golf ball, when I get up to the top of my swing, I want that club to wait a second and almost feel like gravity is dropping that club for just a second. A lot of people that don't have good tempo and they hit it all over the place. The immediate move from the top, they get up to the top and it's pulling. And there's that tight grip pressure and they're pulling over the top and left. They're hitting that big slice. I like to feel when I get up to the top, I gather, I wait a second, and that club almost drops. So get up, wait, boom. Get up, wait, boom. That's always helped me. I'll hit a shot here. I'm just gonna feel like I'm waiting on it. It's not gonna look like it, but it's going through my head, and it's definitely helped with keeping my sequence correct. And as I said before, sequence and tempo go hand in hand. There it is. And I know when you watch that, it's not gonna look like I waited on that at all. But in my brain, I felt that club just have a second at the top. I don't wanna rush it down. Also, my grip pressure is pretty light. So when I grip a club, I'm not strangling it. That's also a huge part. We do not wanna be really gripping this club tight. Nice and firm, but not too tight. Because if you grip it tight, you're definitely gonna wanna pull from the top. But guys, I will say, I feel like tempo is a lot to do with how you start this game. If you start out with good sequence and the proper instruction, like I was lucky enough to have, I feel like it will really get your golf swing in a good spot and you will have good tempo in the end. But make sure you try that drill. I think it'll help a lot of you guys out there. If you're new to the TaylorMade channel, go subscribe. Until next time, we're out.